Hello, and welcome to the Firebase and Analytics section of App Hub Live 2020. I'm Kevin Lamb, and I'm a product manager on Google Analytics. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about some of the tools that Google offers to help you build and grow your apps. We'll begin with an overview of Firebase, walk you through the role that Google Analytics plays in helping you measure user behavior, and then explore the various features that help you uncover insights that ultimately drive better ad campaigns. Now let's get started with Firebase. Firebase is Google's app development platform for mobile, web, and gaming apps. Development teams from all around the world, including those listed here, use Firebase to ship their apps. In fact, there are over 2 million apps that leverage at least one of Firebase's 19 products. These apps cover various app stores and web, reaching more than 7 billion devices. As a platform, Firebase is comprised of a comprehensive set of tools and cloud services designed to help you along each phase of your lifecycle. First, when you're developing a new app or adding functionality, you need storage and backend resources to get your app up and running. Cloud storage, authentication, and ML-Kit are among some of the great tools we offer on the platform to help you get started. Once your app is ready, you want to share it with your users in a controlled fashion while keeping an eye on their experience and any potential crashes that may happen. That's where products like Crashlytics and performance monitoring come in to help you run your apps with confidence. And finally, once your users start enjoying your app, you want to learn more about them to identify the most valuable segments. Now let's drill a little deeper into that third stage, which is perhaps the most critical one of the app lifecycle. Firebase offers a suite of products that allow you to engage with your users to maximize revenue and to reduce churn. These products span the gamut from helping you to 1. Understand who your users are through reporting and user segmentation, otherwise known as audiences. 2. To optimize the in-app experience with remote config and A/B testing, both of which are powered by data you've captured using Google Analytics. And last but not least, you want to connect with your users through in-app messaging and cloud messaging, which allows you to reach users who haven't visited your app in a few days, or conversely, to reward your most engaged customers. Many companies, large and small, utilize Firebase user engagement tools to retain their existing users and to reach new ones. One of them is Halfbrick, a gaming company that produce hits like Fruit Ninja and Dan the Man. Halfbrick use Firebase tools in their user retention campaigns. First, they identify target segments based on users' predicted future behavior rather than historical data. Second, they were able to experiment with different incentives to keep their users in the game without an operational burden. As a result, they improved their daily retention rates by 20%. Now at this point, you may be wondering how we make this all work. The answer is that underlying many of the products I just mentioned is Google Analytics, which sits at the juncture between Firebase and Google Ads. Starting with the basics, Google Analytics provides a set of out-of-the-box reports that have been curated for app developers. These reports use data that is automatically collected when you implement the Google Analytics for Firebase SDK on your Android, iOS, or web app. You can further customize the events you collect to measure the user behaviors that matter most to your business. Then explore and analyze that data with a robust feature set. Best of all, your event reporting is free, unlimited, and it's been that way since the beginning. Now that you have a grasp of how the fundamentals work, let's talk about some of the more advanced features that you can unlock with the Google Analytics interface. A key benefit of using Google Analytics with Firebase is that you'll have access to our new App plus Web property type. This property type is cross-device, allowing you to measure your app and web data in a single place and to perform custom analysis. Think of it as the data infrastructure supporting your app. So while what you see in the Firebase console may be tailored to your needs as an app developer, the data you're collecting goes into a single Google Analytics property that exposes the same information across multiple product interfaces. This also means that even though you're starting with Firebase, you still have access to a suite of powerful analytics tools. For gaming apps in particular, we've recently introduced a new game reporting experience. This tailored collection of reports organizes your data so that the insights that are most relevant to your game's business are surfaced to you first, saving you time and effort. For example, you'll see metrics like user stickiness and revenue from in-app purchases and ads. This can help you see how players move through your game, and then you can use these insights to improve the game experience and ultimately drive more revenue. You can also use Google Analytics to identify an audience of players who have stopped playing and easily export it right to Google Ads, where you can use app campaigns to reach those players with a tailored message encouraging them to return. The new app and web property also offers machine learning-based automatic insights using your app's data. You can see insights surfaced automatically across areas such as anomalies, unexpected behaviors, recommended features, and more. You can also create custom insights and set up hourly, daily, weekly, or even monthly alerts to be delivered by email or SMS. But that's not all. There is still much more to come in the future, so stay tuned to that feature. One of the most powerful features in Google Analytics is the ability to measure customer journeys that span devices and platforms so that you can get a full picture of how your users interact with your content. For instance, when you enable User ID, Analytics can measure journeys that include a visit to your mobile website and a conversion in your mobile app. When you want to drill deeper than what's offered through your reporting tools, you have ad hoc analysis techniques and exploration capabilities at your fingertips so that you can improve your understanding of how people interact with your site and then use those insights to deliver better experiences and to reach your business goals. Last but certainly not least, you can link your analytics account to Google Ads to optimize your campaigns. When you link your Google Analytics with the Google Ads account, you can use insights on how users engage with your app to reach the right audience with the relevant message and to improve the performance of your ad campaigns. To show you how all the pieces work together, let's tie everything back to the game lifecycle. So now let's step through each stage of the lifecycle and discuss the type of measurement you want to focus on, as well as enabling features across Firebase, Google Analytics, and Google Ads. In the pre-launch phase, you want to make sure that you implement the Google Analytics for Firebase SDK as you are building your app using other Firebase products. In this stage, identify the user actions that are most important for your business. Then mark these as conversions so that they can flow through to your Google Ads campaigns later. Even in this early stage, you can benefit from the game's reporting in Google Analytics by observing user acquisition and behavioral patterns from early adopters. As you progress to the next phase of launching and scaling your game, analytics becomes even more important for measuring which users are converting in your app. This extends beyond who and where your new users are coming from. For example, you may want to measure players who've reached a certain level or renewed a subscription. Those important signals can be used to create audiences that you engage with using Firebase's remote config or in-app messaging products. Now, from a growth perspective, you can also derive similar audiences and use the conversions you've marked for target ROAS bidding. When your game has finally made it, think about optimizing for lifetime value. Google Analytics, and especially its games reporting, has out-of-the-box reports that cover revenue generated by Admob and in-app purchases, including subscriptions. These reports, along with user lifetime value charts, give you a sense of how your monetization efforts are performing. Using our powerful comparison and analysis techniques, you can then slice and dice that information to find your most valuable user segments to drive further engagement and growth, or to inform your next opportunity. To sum things up, data is now more important than ever in helping answer your most critical business questions. With Firebase, Google Analytics, and Google Ads, you have a powerful suite of integrated products that are available at your fingertips to help you succeed in an ever-changing digital world. But wait, before we wrap up, there's one last thing. In this presentation, we didn't cover another important aspect of your app monetization strategy, and that's where Admob comes in. Check out the other App Hub Live presentation, Ads Format Innovation, and Getting More with Admob Platform to learn more about open bidding and smart segmentation. With that, thank you for your time.